Hello everyone and welcome. In this video we're going to walk through how to set up a Go development environment on Windows. Let's quickly list out what we need in order to actually set up a Go development environment. There are many ways to do this, but for Windows the most straightforward method is to use the official MSI installer to install the Go compiler. Then we use the Go CLI tool to install Delve, a debugger for Go. If you watch the Mac OS or the Ubuntu setup videos, you'll note I recommended using a package manager. While Windows does have a few in the form of Chocolatey and Scoop, package management on Windows is still fairly new, so I'm going to stick with the tried and true MSI installer for this video. Finally, we need a code editor, and while you could use Notepad or something similar, I recommend using an IDE for Go that actually that will ease a lot of the learning curves. An IDE is not required, but I personally like having syntax and type checking done as I type, along with the ability to hover the mouse over a variable or function to see its definition and documentation. I've chosen to use Visual Studio Code, the cross-platform open-source IDE developed by Microsoft. After much experimentation with other options, I find that the Go plugin offers the best development experience, although I realize that conclusion is highly subjective. So let's get started. Let's first download and install the Go MSI package. And we'll do the one for Windows. And it should start running shortly. And it's actually a pretty quick download, only about 90 megs. It will take a few minutes to install, so I'm going to fast forward this video. Now that it's installed, let's quickly verify that Go is working correctly by opening up a command prompt and then typing Go version. And there we are, we have Go 1.9.2. And if you get an error saying that it couldn't find the Go binary, just close out the command prompt you're using and open a new one up, and that should solve it. So now let's move on to setting up Visual Studio Code. If you want to install it and configure it, you can. Just download it from code.visualstudio.com. I would also recommend, before you do that, that you would install Git, the source code management system. You can get that at -scm.com and downloading it. And in the installer, it's going to ask you several questions. I would just recommend taking the defaults on every single question, and then it will do the installation. I've also installed Visual Studio Code already on this machine to save some time. So let's go ahead and open that up. And if we go to the Extensions tab, you can see I've already got it installed, but you would normally do just a search for Go, and then the first one that comes up will be the Rich Go language support for Visual Studio Code by Luke Hoban. And you would just click the install button, and when it's finished, the install button actually turns into a reload button that reloads the Visual Studio Code window. Click that, and when it comes back up, you'll see this. But for now, let's actually finish the installation, which it doesn't really tell you that you have to do that. Sometimes after you install this plugin and you reload the window, it will immediately tell you that it is missing some analysis tools, and it allows you to install those tools automatically. But since it hasn't done that, we're just going to force it to manually do that, and we do that by hitting Control-Shift-P, and then we type in Go, and then we select the option for Go Install Update Tools, which will probably be out on this list somewhere. But since I've already used it, I'll just click it here. And then it's going to install 15 different tools in your Go path. And it will take a few minutes for it to happen, and actually this is what it looks like. It'll say analysis tools missing. Okay, and it's all installed. And one of the best things is that when you install those analysis tools, The last one that it installs is the Go debugger, so that's one less step that we have to take now. So now that we have a fully working Go development environment, let's actually recreate the Hello World application that we had in the previous video. So to do that, we're going to start off with package main. And let's just save this so that it'll do the source code highlighting. Normally you would save this to your Go path, wherever that would be, but just for the sake of demonstration here, I'm going to save it to my desktop as hello.go. And there we go. Now the source code formatting's kicked in. And the output can get kind of annoying, so I usually either switch to problems, which it'll tell me right away if there's a problem, or I'll just close this all together. And then so we have package main, and now we do func main. There we go. And then fmt. Darn it. Okay. And let's go ahead and run this, and we'll do that by hitting the View menu and going down to the Integrated Terminal. And then we'll change directory to the desktop. And then we'll do go run hello.go. And there we go. Hello world. I hope this video showed you how quick and easy it is to set up a Go development environment in Windows. In the next video, we're going to talk about Go's built-in types.